This is another Heather is Human video. So in the forums, I've got a string of videos where I have shared my human moments, and here is yet another addition to that. So last night, I was stress eating, and I have one of two options. I can either listen to Ash on Pokemon, who says a good Pokemon leader would do all the tasks and lead by example, or a bad Pokemon leader does not do those things. Well, I'm going to be a good Pokemon leader. There's a lot of things I'm not loving about Pokemon, but this one quote I could get behind. So last night, I ate a unplanned ice cream sandwich that was randomly stowed away in the freezer. I ate more than 2 servings of cereal in my smoothie last night. I had all of my calories, all of my treats planned out. And you might be saying, Heather, why in the world would you stress eat? Well, I've got this whole AMA thing today, and everyone's been telling me how big of a deal that is, and that kind of mental stress is not productive for me. It's a format I'm not familiar with, and it's not an area, it's not something I've done before. So there's a lot of stress, and it's just been a very busy week for me in general. So I've been busy, been thinking and ruminating on this whole AMA thing. And before I knew it last night, I was eating things that weren't planned. So there's a couple things here. One, there's a lot of tools we can do to avoid these things, right? There's tons of tools in the forums. I've got different worksheets to work on. And oftentimes those things work really good for me. But sometimes stress can accumulate and you don't even realize it. And before you know it, you're eating things that you didn't plan or aren't intentional. But here's the thing. One off night of eating does not make or break where you want to be. So then guess what happens? Once you do those behaviors, then that negative spiral starts. Well, see, Heather, you're going to do this AMA thing. You don't have your crap together. What is it that you could possibly offer these people? I have the same negative thoughts you do. I go through the same thing. The only difference is I coach people on this. And so when I hear myself doing it, I identify it for what it is. It's just self-destructive behavior. It's not true, right? One 24-hour cycle of my eating doesn't make or break a long-term weight loss success. What does is the fact that I'm here with you today sharing it. This is hard for me. I don't like to do this, but I know that the old Heather didn't either, and she avoided it like the plague. She wouldn't say she had a bad night. She wouldn't say she ate off plan. She tried to keep up appearances. And when we do that, we sabotage even more, because then it becomes, I can't let anyone see me struggle. I can't let anyone see that I had a misstep. I have to keep the facade going and then wonder why everything crumbles down around me. I'm not doing that again. I'm going to share with you people who I feel have earned the right to hear me be vulnerable. You're my group. You're the people I feel connected to. I'm going to share it. I hope that everyone doesn't lose sight of their goals and feel, oh my gosh, I'm going to have days like that too, even in maintenance. Yes, you are. But here's the thing. You've learned tools to self-correct. So today, I immediately track what I ate last night. I chose to show up and share with you. I chose to push aside those negative thoughts and say, you know what, Heather, this is 2 hours of your life. It'll be what it'll be. If no one shows up and it's a dud, it is. If you say something incorrectly, it is. I mean, there's only so much I can control, right? And all the stress of the worry is what leads you into those unhealthy eating situations. So while I hope that you're taking out of this the really important lesson that I want you to get, which is, one, don't feel like you ever are going to have this down. Don't feel you have to be perfect. Realize you're human just like I'm human. You're going to have slip-ups. It's what you choose to do immediately after that makes the biggest decision. I could have let last night's eating make me feel like a failure, make me feel worthless, make me self-sabotage today, hide out, try to avoid making this, video, doing all these things. Or I can just embrace it, say, hey guys, I screwed up last night, didn't live in accordance with my goals and what I know I need to be doing. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to choose now to pick up and move on and let the chips fall where they may. And I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. I promise you, I'm following Ash's example on Pokemon. I'm leading by example. This is what reality is. And I want you to be ready for that, because I don't want you to ever think it just stops. I want you to understand it will continue on. So I hope you understand where this is coming from. I hope it doesn't discourage you. I hope that it actually gives you hope. All right, you guys have a great one. I will be back, and I know the AMA is going to go great. If you can come, I'd absolutely love to have you there. If not, no worries. I'm going to let go of the stress around it. You guys have a good one.